By working on the relationship that you have with the woman, hopefully she will feel that she is in a position to trust you, that she can disclose without judgment, and that what you speak about is confidential. She's more likely to disclose, I think, to someone that she feels she can trust, and that in a place that she feels safe, you know, and hopefully the centre is somewhere where she comes and she can feel safe. If she disclosed family violence, or I felt that she was hedging around it and there was more going on that she wasn't prepared to disclose, I might make another appointment to get her back to the centre, or if that wasn't practical, we would engage the services of the enhanced home visiting if she was agreeable to that.
So, Jessica, I really am concerned about your exhaustion. When was the last time you left the house?
I don't know. Rob, he kind of likes me to stay here and keep everything, you know, nice and that.
Does Rob understand that your body needs at least 6 weeks to rest and recover after the birth? You know, some women talk about how their husbands don't understand that they need time to recover, and they insist on having sex with them, even when they don't want to. I'm wondering if this has been happening to you. Does Rob understand that you need time to recover?
I kind of think it's just easier to give him what he wants. I don't want to upset him.
Jessica, if you don't want sex to happen, then that's sexual assault. Plus, you need to rebuild your strength to cope with the demands of being a new mother.
Honestly, he would get seriously pissed off with me if I said no. I wish I could.
Do you think you could get him to read some information on the subject?
I feel like it'd be too hard to even raise. It'd set him off.
Can I ask, what happens when Rob gets angry?
It gets nasty. If I forget something or I don't do something right, I try, but it's really hard to please him.
Well, it seems to me that you really are trying your hardest. You know, and you have a new baby to look after. Can I ask, when was the last time that Rob got nasty?
A couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner wasn't so good. I was just really tired and I hate cooking. Anyway, he really lost it at me and he said some things that were pretty awful.
Has he ever got physical with you or the baby?
Never the baby.
A lot of women talk about how their husbands are very loving, but they still hurt them. You know, it is not okay ever to hurt your wife or your partner. Is this what's been happening to you when Rob gets angry?
It can be a bit rough. But not when I'm holding Alex.
Maternal and child health nurses are not family violence workers. It's a different role, but fortunately we have the opportunity to identify or give the woman the opportunity to disclose family violence. So absolutely the next step is referral and making sure that woman is safe, making a safety plan with the woman if it's appropriate at that time, and taking the next step, referring into a family violence agency.
There were a couple of minor incidents that occurred which made me start planning how I would remove him. He was actually living at my house And while I was planning that, I actually sought help then, not from professionals, but from friends. I spoke to some friends about what was happening and told them what I was attempting to do. It just exploded one night, and that was it. I just had the locks changed, moved out of the house, sought police intervention orders, and charged him, and hid for a month. The best way that women can be supported when they're leaving a violent relationship is in a very practical way, and I think that's financially and physically, just physical protection, because that's when women are most vulnerable, and that's when women are more likely to be physically abused or murdered, is when they're leaving a relationship.
I think what tends to happen is we can slip into judgment. You know, well, if this is a terrible relationship, why doesn't she leave? We can miss some of the complexity of the emotional connection between people in relationships, and we start to compartmentalise. So we start to think, well, this is a family violence situation, therefore these rules apply, whereas in fact this is somebody's relationship. You certainly wouldn't want to shame her at any point, and you would want to be very empathic and respectful.